Let's talk about the thing that almost destroyed my marriage. Bitterness, y'all. Bitterness. And who was the bitter one in our relationship? Me. First, please hear me when I say this. If you have some kind of unhealthy dynamic going on in your marriage, you need your spouse to kind of step it up as your partner and share more of the load, mental load, actual load. That is so fair. Go to counseling about it. Do not be a doormat. Do not ignore your issues. But if you are constantly pointing the finger, you become incredibly hardened towards your spouse. I made this mistake. I felt justified. I felt almost like a victim of like, this is happening to me. He's making these decisions. But here's the thing, you guys. Yes, there were some things he needed to change. There were some things I needed to change, and we learned that in counseling. I wasn't looking underneath his behavior and seeing what his needs were. That's something we learned in counseling. Look under the behavior and see the need. You can get all mad and worked up at their behavior, frustrated at their behavior. You feel like you're hitting your head against the wall at their behavior. But what's happening underneath? For us, we found out Zach had some pretty intense undiagnosed ADD. He was actually struggling. He wasn't intentionally letting me down or whatever. He was having a very hard time. It may not be ADD in your case. It may be some childhood trauma. It may be something else, but there's always something underneath the behavior. And I would assume that your spouse is struggling with something. They're not just out to get you, out to be mean, out to let you down. When the Bible says in the love chapter in 1 Corinthians, do not keep a record of wrongs, y'all, that's what bitterness is. It's hanging on to things. Let the record book go.